Had a little bit of technical difficulty. It's been a minute since we went live before. I feel like I have something. Do I have something on my lip? I feel like I got something on my lip. Anyway, technical difficulties, but we've got it. We're up now. There was another live stream that was scheduled, but we had to abandon that one. So.
I need you to find it online because I can't find this.
Okay, Rusty's having a really hard time this morning.
Where was it?
On the channel.
It was on the channel.
It was there. But anyway, he's there. We're
Mr.
there.
Mrs. Walter Joe Jr. is in the house.
Yay!
Heather Hopper. Ed from Whistle Stop Homestead's in the house. Kim Campbell, I'm in here.
I'm in here.
Kim is in the house. Gotta grab my coffee.
Alright, I've been picking up my lips, so I gotta wash my hands, you guys. We don't have mics this morning just because,
Trish Keene is in the house.
I'm sorry, Mama, you forgot that call.
It's not that bad.
I know, you're doing so much better. Mama is doing better. We didn't say anything on the video, but Mama had pneumonia for a little bit, but she is doing so much better. And she's back, you guys. I don't know if you can see her.
Sam and
There
Evelyn
she
Newman
is.
and Jacqueline Grieve are all in the house. Jovita Navarro is in the house.
Hey, Jovita. Thanks for checking in on me. We were trying to get there. I was like, oh.
And Evelyn says, good morning, Rusty, Rachel, and Mama.
Yes.
Morning.
Jackie Grieve says, hi-dee ho.
It's so exciting to be back and to be live again, to be cooking live again. It's like one of our favorite things ever. We are talking about going live again on the other channel. We're just not sure we're there yet. We do need to kind of check in with our peeps.
And we have to find out what our spot, if our spot has been filled.
Yeah, which is no big if it is. We did leave for a little bit, but we're
Julie
good.
says, I'm here making funeral potatoes for an 11 o'clock funeral. Excited for the live while I cook.
I'm so sorry for your loss, but I do love funeral potatoes.
Jovita
That's
says,
one that we need to do. Send me your recipe.
Yes.
Put it in like a email to us, and we'll make it. That'll be awesome. That'll be fun. I've
Jovita
never
says,
made them.
hey y'all, I'm at HEB.
Hi, Jovita. Man, Mama is missing HEB, Jovita. She's missing it bad. Her little puppy likes a certain kind of dog food that you can only get at HEB. We tried to get online to order it, but they won't ship it to your house. So he's having to go through the growing pains of finding a different.
Dot is in the house. Says, I'm so glad you're back. I missed y'all.
Yay!
Jovita says, it's good to see everyone. Trish Keene says, hola, Jovita. Evelyn says, okay, Jovita, don't make me hate you this early in the morning.
I know, I love HEB.
Treasure Hunter Neal is in the house.
All right. Well, we
Kind of a mess are we making this morning, Rachel?
are going to do 2 ingredient breakfast muffins. So my thought process here, it is November, so we are coming into the holiday season. You guys know how it is on Thanksgiving and Christmas. You're cooking, you're trying to get everything ready. You don't have time to stop and make people breakfast, right? Not the kinds of breakfasts like, oh, you want over easy and you want, we're not a diner, right? So these are good breakfast muffins that you can make super quick. You can make them the night before, or you can make them that morning if your oven's not full, and just have muffins out, and they're super easy because you're not having to crack eggs or pour oil or water. I mean, the box cake mixes are already super simple, but this is even easier to make some muffins.
As Trish says, I used to love HEB, none around here though.
I'm gonna find mine.
Evelyn says, Jovita, stop it.
Stop it.
Julie says, I will send it. Funeral potatoes, so good. A neighbor passed, and we always help out. That's what we do.
That is awesome.
Denise McDonald is in the house. Says, hello everyone.
My hand mixer.
It's in one of them
And one of these
boxes. Yeah.
Jovita says, November is Rusty and I's birthday month.
It
Whoop,
is.
whoop.
So Rusty's birthday is coming up November 7th. My oldest daughter, our oldest daughter, Allie, she's already threatening to play Christmas music, and Rusty tells her she's forbidden to play Christmas music until after his
Yeah,
birthday.
you got it. She says, nope, it goes Halloween, Christmas. No, it doesn't go Halloween, Christmas. It goes Halloween, my birthday, then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas.
Yeah.
She skips all the good holidays, but she has a whole birthday month.
Yes.
This is the same child that celebrates her birthday for a
Okay,
month.
Mama, you're
I'm
just
not even
fine.
allowed a day anymore. She finally told me the other day, I'll wait till noon on your birthday. I get a half a day, y'all. She gets a whole 30 days in June. I think it's BS.
All right. So this 2-ingredient breakfast is inspired by one of my really good friends. Her name is Kathy. I worked with her years ago when I was still in the banking industry. And she had told me one day, she said, you know, if you take a can of pumpkin and a box of spice cake mix, and you mix that together, you don't put anything else in, you make these really dense, hearty muffins for breakfast. And so we were just, I was blown away. Of course, I went home, tried it. It's great. It's wonderful. So I started saying to Rusty just the other day, what if you take different flavors of cake mix and mix them with different things? Would it work? Guess what? We didn't proof it. So we're going to proof it right here
Y'all
live.
are guinea pigs.
Yeah, we're going to proof it live. I can't see why it wouldn't work. One of the things I was looking for was, because I was trying to think of, what's it called? Sorry, Frank he's excited. One of the things that I was trying to look for was like holiday inspired flavors. So the pumpkin spice, of course. I was looking for orange, you know, they sell orange cake mix. So I was looking for cranberry orange. I thought a can of cranberry sauce with orange cake mix. I bet that would be really good. But I couldn't find orange cake mix at Walmart last night, so I was super upset. But it's okay. We got through. They do make a creamy almond cake mix. So what better to go with it than cherry pie filling? We're gonna try it, you guys. And then
Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank is in the
Hi, Tara.
house.
And then I got some butter pecan, and we got some some cinnamon applesauce. So we're gonna try that. I know that the pumpkin works. I can't see why the rest of this won't work, but we're all gonna figure it out together. Let's see if it works.
Jovita's birthday is the 15th.
Yes.
That's Doug's birthday.
Doug's birthday.
Kim Campbell
His
says,
older brother.
my birthday is next Saturday, which would be the 9th.
Oh, well, happy birthday,
Happy
Kim.
birthday to you, Kim. Oh, and Evelyn says, Jovita, don't lie. No, you're not, but that's okay. I still love you.
We're gonna have to go. Well, maybe not. I don't think it's blowing down. I was thinking about that fan. We've got the oven on, so of course it gets super hot.
Jovita says, Mama needs to do a collab with you, Rachel.
Yes, she asked me this morning, do you need help? And I was like, no, not at all. And then she goes, okay, I'm just going to sit over here. And I said, no, unless you want to do something. You guys, when Easter gets here, Mom is going to make us her capirotada. And we're going to do capirotada video, just because everybody's been wanting to know how to make that, the Mexican bread pudding.
Trish says, I sure miss being with y'all in the kitchen. Kim says, hi, Frank. Cremdot says, we should skip Halloween and just have Rusty's birthday, Thanksgiving, and Christmas holidays. Yeah.
No, I love Halloween. It's like one of my favorites. We had so much fun this year, you guys. We were worn out, poor mama. We went trick-or-treating, like downtown trick-or-treating with our oldest daughter's 3 children, and her, of course, and then we left there and went to another town to go trick-or-treating with our youngest son. So we went trick-or-treating with 4 of our 5 grandbabies. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Karen Lackey's in the house, says, woohoo, back in the kitchen. Hello, Belly Acres.
All right, so it's time for a fun tip, and I've said this before with cream soup. When you're opening something that's very dense like this and you don't want to have to scrape it out, if you turn it over and make a hole in the bottom,
Thank you, Trish.
one little hole, and then you can turn it over, and you don't want to do this with anything that's liquidy, obviously.
Beth with B&S Odyssey is in the
Hey,
house.
Beth.
Everybody's saying good morning. Rachel, I please ask Mama to consider doing a chorizo reloaded 2.0 video for us watered down Mexicans here that need extra instructions. Laugh out loud.
Absolutely.
That's from Jovita.
You know what? We might actually go live with her doing it so you guys can ask questions.
Yes.
That would be good, because we do have a video of it, but
Tim and Annie is in the house. Good morning, Robertson's Valley Acres. It's so good to see Mama home. We sure missed y'all. Love from Iowa.
Iowa. All right, spice cake mix. The only reason I put that hole in there is to release that
Filling?
kind of the vacuum so that the filling will fall out. Now it didn't work completely. If you look in here, it worked where the hole is. So we're still gonna have to scrape it out. That's okay. Let me grab it.
Jovita says, yes, Lord, please do it.
Yes. All right, we're gonna scrape this out.
We have 30 people in the kitchen with us this
Yay!
morning.
Good morning, you guys. We are making 2 ingredient muffins. This is great for the holidays coming up, when you don't want to have to be cooking breakfast, but everybody's a little bit hangry because they have to wait for dinner to eat. You know, Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners. You can make these the night before. They're super easy. There's no thought process to them, and you guys are our guinea pigs because some of this stuff we've not proved yet. We don't know.
Okay, I have an issue here. Maybe somebody in there, Jovita, maybe one of y'all can help me. I don't know how to get into all that chat. I'm just in top chat.
We haven't been live for so long that they've
There's
changed
been so
things.
much changed. That just clips, so you can change you can take a clip out and share it.
Chat. No, that's mine. Huh. Hot messages. Let's see.
This right again. No.
All right. So if we're missing some of your messages, we're so sorry. You guys are also in here, our guinea pigs. Us coming back.
Yes. Jovita just said smash the thumbs up.
Smash
Neil
it.
says it's good to see y'all back and
Hey,
great
Neil.
again.
Yay!
Vicky Hyde is in the house. Jovita shared Cooking with Rachel, the link to Billy Acres Kitchen for today's live video.
Yay, thank you so much. Yes, okay, so that's it. Look at this. It's a cake mix and a can of pumpkin. So, I mean, that is the extent of it. It's going to get a little bit loud. So if you have us turned up, you might want to turn us
Let's
down.
get loud. Let's get loud.
Okay. Now, you can add other stuff to this. I'm just trying to do the 2 ingredients. This is quick and easy. You can add nuts to it. You can add chocolate chips to it. I don't know. Coconut. I don't know if the coconut would go good with pumpkin spice, but
Jovita says, welcome everyone. Let's do some cooking now. Vicky says, so glad to see you guys. Hi, Mama. Glad you're back. Miss Job says, equalizer bar, Rusty. Then you can change all chat if you didn't find it already. I don't have an equalizer bar.
all right, guys, it's super thick because you're not putting any other liquids in this.
Rosanna. Everybody's saying good morning. Kim Campbell says a crumb topping would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, especially on this one and that apple one would be so good.
Heather Hopper says I usually add a little oil to it, makes it less dense.
Okay, so what happens when you have a super dense batter like this is it does take longer to bake because, you know, it's too dense. Alright, Frank is having a whole conniption. He's like, hey, I thought y'all quit doing these things.
Trish says mine shows 3 lines at the top. It changes all chat. See, I don't have all that fancy schmancy stuff.
And it may be like an update to,
good morning, Evelyn. Frank is so I'm going to move Frank.
okay, so let's see. Without adding anything else, which I like the idea of adding the oil, but I want to do the 2 ingredient just for the proofing. What are you making? Hey, Vicky Hyde. So we are making 2 ingredient breakfast muffins. something that you can either make the day before Thanksgiving or Christmas, your celebration, and they'll just be made, and they're super easy because you don't have to put any thought process into it. You just dump 1 can of something into some cake batter and you have muffins. So here's how thick and dense it is. It's almost like a dough. I'm not going to add anything else to it.
That's set Frank and Mama's room. I thought about putting him on the porch, but it might rain. Okay.
All right.
You take a bath.
So of course for the muffins, the big muffins, we do like to get the muffin pans. I picked up a couple of these yesterday at Walmart. I was gonna get a new cupcake pan too. They were like, these were super cheap. These were a little over $2 for these. But I was gonna get some muffin, some cupcake tins, and the weld was broken all the way around here on one of them. So then I was scared to get them. I was like, what if the weld breaks on all of them? And then I have just these little cups hanging out. So I
Julie
didn't do
says,
that.
do you make a good crumb topping? Mine sucks. I can never get it right.
So brown sugar, butter. You can add, you add some flour to it, of course, and just kind of mix that up. I tried to get it to where it's kind of like where it sticks together. And so then whenever you crumble it on, you can kind of control the size of the crumbs, not so dry. I think when it's too dry, then you kind of just get sugar on top of a muffin. But if you can kind of get it to where it sticks together, add a little bit more butter. And then you can also add, pecans or something, that helps with that too. But yeah.
MT Homestead is in the house.
Hey, Terry.
She says, hello and good morning, Rusty, Rachel, and Mama. We are watching while editing a new video.
All right. That's so awesome.
Vicky says, how's Desi? Desi's doing really good. She's still in bed.
She's asleep.
She's being a teenager.
Yeah, she had to
She'll
work.
come out when the food's done.
Yeah, when she smells it. She had to work a football game last night, so she got to bed later than she's used to. So I don't have spray. Mom asked me last night, do you need some of the papers? And I was like, no, it's muffins. I'll just do them in the, I probably should have done that. I don't have spray, so I use butter. I don't like to buy the spray.
Miss Job says, spice cake and pumpkin. Spoon out and bake as cookies works too.
Ooh, I bet it does. That's great. That's a great idea. I bet a lot of these would work that way.
Yep. Rosanna says, I have a Yorkie named Frankie, but he's Frank when he's a bad boy.
Right.
Ours would be Frank all the time because he's a bad boy.
I asked my granddaughter what her mama calls her when she's in trouble, and she said her whole name. I'm like, yep, I raised her right.
Yep. Julie says, thanks, I will try that.
Yeah.
Cameron says, shadow the chihuahua.
Shadow
The chihuahua.
the chihuahua. You can also melt the butter and then kind of.
Ovita's got you nailed, baby.
Why?
Rachel, the queen of improvisation.
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 Yeah. Yes, I will. So Rusty was saying, you need to start doing some of these recipes that people are sending you, and I want to do it, but I told him the thing is I tend to change things like, oh, what if we did this? And my ADHD brain doesn't say, hold up, this is what you're doing, follow the recipe. It says, oh, what if we tried this? And then I change the whole thing, and then I don't want to offend anybody. But it's kind of like this. I'm trying to stay completely on task. Like, let's see. We're doing 2 ingredient. So it's so hard not to add anything. Like, I want to add, oh, you know what would be good in this? I'm going to go ahead and melt this butter, so then that way I can get into the edges. The edges.
Trish Kane says, wishing I liked pumpkin right about now.
Oh, man.
Heather, go ahead.
I was going to say, a cream cheese icing on those, like just drizzled across. Oh, ooh, that would be so good. But again, I'm trying to do super easy, no thought process, just put them together.
Heather Hopper says, I've made them in a cake donut pan before.
Oh, I bet that's cool. I almost picked up a cake donut pan last night. I was looking at them and I was like, I really need one of these. But we've been trying to budget a little better, and
That don't work.
my justification level is, if it's a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 50. I can justify, you know, like, oh, I really need this, and I'm working on that.
Yeah. Vicky says, I made chicken tacos for my brother. He told me he ate too much.
Oh, nice.
Miss Job says, Trish, do you like sweet potatoes?
Oh, that's a good idea. That
Yep,
is a
using
very
sweet
good
potato instead of
information.
pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Neil says, we like pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Job says, yum, with cream cheese frosting.
Wouldn't that be so good?
Obita says, I love pumpkin pie. So it's good.
So it's good. Okay, so
It's so good.
all I did was add a melted butter to the bottom so that I could make sure to get into these little creases here, so then that way it doesn't stick. You can also add flour at this point if you need to, but I'm not going to. I'll probably regret it in a little bit, but you know, what's life without regrets, right?
Live and learn, right?
Live and learn. I will also, this is so much easier with spray, but I don't buy spray. So, go ahead and coat your ice cream scoop, just for the easier, you know, for it to come off easier.
Trish
You can coat
says,
the
sweet
outside.
potatoes make me ill, so I don't eat them.
Oh no.
Obita says, I bet Mama can make some bomb empanadas.
Oh yeah.
Empanadas.
She used to make us empanadas when we were kids growing up, and she would make all kinds, like she would make the sweet ones like sweet potato and stuff like that, but she also would make very hearty ones for supper. So like with hamburger meat and cheese, or with tomato, or potatoes and hamburger meat and tomato. Okay, now I'm hungry. Mom!
Neil says, I made ground beef or ground turkey tacos the other day and made beef nachos yesterday.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, Tamara's on with Jovita. She says, right, Jovita?
All right, so a scoop. Usually about a scoop is good enough on these. But if you want a little bit bigger muffins, you can just adjust it.
Sheila Ross is in the house. Says, I just watched the chicken Alfredo video. Gonna try and make it tonight.
Yay! That's so awesome. I hope you enjoy it. You know, make the corrections, make the adjustments the way you like it, because that one's gonna be way big. Because
That's mine.
it's yours. You want me to leave it?
I don't care.
Says the diabetic. That's mine.
Vicky Hyde says, so glad my adopted family is back.
Yay, Vicky! We missed you guys for real.
Yes. Kim says, I'm not eating carbs.
Oh, Kim.
Carbs don't count on Saturday.
They definitely don't count on Sunday, because that's the Lord's Day, and the Lord wants you to be happy. It says so in the Bible. And if you take one of these when you get it out of the oven and you break it in half, it's half the calories. So if you eat this half, and this half, it's only half the calories, or half the carbs. So even if you eat the whole thing, you just break it first, and then you only eat half.
And if you have a family member there, you're breaking bread together. And the Bible says you should break bread.
What did we say that our justification was 50? I think it's more like 1,000. All right, I'm going to set this aside. I'm not going to put it in the oven yet, because I want to put them all in the oven at the same time.
Miss Job says, I know it sounds weird, but you could use regular potatoes instead of sweet potatoes or pumpkin.
That would make sense, because it is really just a starch. So we were watching a TikTok the other day where they made chocolate pudding using boiled eggs. And I'm so intrigued. I can't see why it wouldn't work, but I'm trying to decide if that hint of boiled egg flavor would still be there. Supposedly not, but you know.
Tamara says, I'm glad we just ate, or I would be hangry. All this good food we're talking about.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Jovita says, yes, Tamara, I wish I would have paid more attention to my mother's cooking and less time fishing at Baffin Bay and running around with my friends. Neil says he makes chicken Alfredo.
Oh, Neil, that's so awesome. I love chicken Alfredo.
Trish says, I would love to know how to make empanadas.
So we'll have to do a video of how you used to make empanadas for us. Oh darn, you will have to
No.
make us empanadas. Oh, it's terrible.
You know, Felix makes them.
Yes.
He makes
Well,
them
and
all kinds
I
too.
pretty much know how to make them, but I want you to do the video to show everybody how you used to make them, because
Yeah.
I improvise a lot too.
Yeah.
Neil says, I'm fixing Instapot beef roast today. That sounds really good too. Sheila,
Ooh, yes.
Sheila says, me too, glad you're back. Miss Job says, oh my, guava empanadas sounds so good.
Well, I've never had guava. I don't think I've ever had guava.
Me neither.
Tamara says, right, Jovita, I'm guilty. My sister spent more time in the kitchen.
Oh, look at this. See? Which, please. There's also, I have two. My niece Carmen got me these because I love, love, love Halloween. I don't know where my other one went, but they're really cool though. I use them all the time, even not Halloween. They have conversion chart on the back, and she got them at Walmart. They have been amazing.
Tamara says, it's unanimous. We're so happy to have you back.
Yay! We're so happy to be back.
Heather says, if you lick the icing off a cupcake, it turns into a muffin,
And then
which are good for you.
See? See? I agree.
Come on, Vicky. She says, okay, everyone, we all need to go to Rachel and Rusty's house for breakfast.
Amen.
We have 39 people in the kitchen with us this morning.
Good morning, you guys. This is awesome. It's great for our first cooking in the kitchen, you know, back from the beyond, I guess, where we were. It's all been such a blur.
Miss Job says, 40-year-old guy made the boiled egg pudding on one of his videos.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I was 40 years old. The guy that says, I can't believe I've lived 40 years and not know.
Yeah, the one.
Crim Dot says, I've heard a long time ago my past family could make a chocolate cake out of prunes. I think I have to pass.
A chocolate cake out of prunes.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think that you would pass if you had all those prunes.
Maybe that was the thought process between the X-Lax laxatives.
Could be.
Maybe they make that chocolate out of prunes.
Belen Rodriguez is in the house. Says good morning.
All right, we're going with butter. I have the oven preheating at 350.
Oh,
So
Vicky's gonna come over for breakfast one of these days. She says, where would be a good place for a vacation around where you guys are?
we are out in the middle of nowhere, but our place is always a great option for a vacation. All right, you can use yellow cake mix, you can use white cake mix, you can use whatever. At this point, I'm using butter pecan just because I saw it at Walmart and I was like, oh, that would be really good with the apple one.
Jovita's sharing out the link again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Check out Rachel's holiday cooking playlist, y'all.
Oh, yes, thank you so much. All right, so we decided to go with applesauce instead of apple pie filling because, like, even with the cherry pie, I'm probably going to use my emulsion blender to get it broke down because you do want some sort of a liquid base, not just the syrup that's in that or the gel that's in that. Okay, so these were cheaper than the bottle. There was a bottle of cinnamon applesauce for $4 and something. These were $2 and something for the little individual cups. And Rusty takes lunch every day, so I know he won't balk at what we have left.
Oh,
I love
it's
those.
gonna be
Oh,
so
see, and
hard.
Mama's here.
It's so
She-
hard having applesauce to take in my lunch.
I like to get it open and
Just
Yeah,
drink it
yeah.
like that.
Slurp it right out
Yes.
of the little box. No.
yeah.
All right, so these are 4-ounce cups. So our can of pumpkin was 15 ounces. So if I do 3, that's 12. So let's do 4 of them. So we'll have 2 left over. One apiece.
One apiece.
One apiece. Until Desi gets up.
No, she didn't.
No, don't you?
Snooze, you lose.
You wasn't here when she opened it.
Poor Desiree.
Vicky says, as far as I have made it west is St. Louis. Well, within 2 hours of here, we have Branson for Silver Dollar City. Um, if you like Little House on the Prairie, you can come to Independence, Kansas. There's a little museum out there. Will Rogers' birthplace is right here close to us. Tulsa has right on Route 66. There's a lot of stuff to do on Route 66. Route 66. Trish says making Rusty supper. She always does. She's really good at it.
Yeah. You know, my lot in life. I think I'm gonna do 3 and see where we're at, because this is a lot waterier, a lot more watery, a lot more liquidier, a lot more fluid than the pumpkin is.
Neil says the closest place to vacation, sort of close to Robertson's, would be Branson, Missouri.
We used to go to Branson. Fun fact, we used to go to Branson every year for our anniversary. And we did our very first cooking live, but we were on Facebook
Yep.
in a condo
Cooking
in
from the
Branson.
condo.
Cooking from the condo
And it
in
took
Branson.
like 3 hours.
It was forever. I was like, I'll never do this again.
Vicky says, I want to see Pioneer Woman Ranch.
Yes.
That is only about an hour away from us
Yep.
to the west.
I was so excited. I like to watch Acre Homestead, Becky with Acre Homestead. And she was here. I was like, she was like an hour from us. She went with her sister.
Heather says, more wet.
More wet. Wet, but not too wet, like Mom says.
Neil says, Eureka Springs, Arkansas is another good
this
place.
Smells so good.
And Tamara says, if you have a fifth wheel or camper, there's Grand Lake. Yes, there's Grand Lake. There's Keystone Lake. Lake Ten Killers, not too far away from us, where we had they had YouTube meetups the last 2 years down there.
Hey, another thought that we had with these muffins was, but this is for summer flavor, was blueberry lemon. So get a lemon cake mix, get blueberry pie filling, and then blend it up.
Deb 903 is in the house. She says, my 73rd is on the 17th. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, I think 3 of those little
Simply
pounds.
Jan
Yeah.
Homestead is in the
my
house.
goodness. Hey, Jan.
She says, good morning.
We miss you so much. Oh, these smell. It smells good.
Jovita put the link up for Mama and Rachel's throwback video of homemade chorizo, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Vicky says, I watched Becky myself.
Yes, she was over here, and you know it's so sad. I said we live an hour from the
From Pahuska.
from Pahuska, and
We've never been there.
we've never been there. And I was like, well, we get to watch it on Becky's video.
Jan says, we miss y'all too. Tamara says, oh, that sounds real good. Lemon blueberry.
Yes, but it'd be more of a summery type one. But oh man, it was
Trish
hard
says,
not
blueberry
to
lemon. Now you're talking my
Sounds
language.
good.
get it. Do what?
Anytime sounds good.
Mom's like, you should have just got it. You should have said, get it, get it. If Mom wants, if she'll say, ooh, get it, get it.
If we'd have done all the flavors that Rachel and I talked about,
Oh yeah.
we'd be here tomorrow making muffins.
Well, we'd have a ton of muffins. Rusty's like, oh, we can put some in the freezer. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much left. Good morning, Desiree. Oh, she had to
Good
come through with
morning.
her.
What's wrong with my hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your eyes.
Stop! That's not funny.
That's okay. There's only 46 people in the chat, and then people will rewatch, and it's okay. No big. At
Your
least
hair is going to be worldwide.
At least they can't smell your breath.
Oh, then there's that. Morning
Because
breath.
morning
you haven't brushed
breath.
your teeth. Haven't brushed your teeth yet, so.
Stop exposing me.
Everybody gets morning breath. Everybody gets morning breath.
Yep.
When you sleep, that's why you get dragon breath in the morning. Everybody.
Everybody.
So-
I gotta go
So
to
we're
the-
not exposed.
Jovita says, Rachel, you don't know how many times I've seen that video and still my chorizo ain't right, y'all.
Oh no! What we need to do is do a proofing I need to proof the recipe and then put it into actual measurements, and then that way we
What?
can put it out as an actual.
You need, Jovita, what you have to do is you have to get in touch with your ancestors, and when they say, that's enough, mija. That's when you stop. I mean, that's how you measure.
Well, you know, when the first time I made it, and I called Mom because she didn't live with us at the time, and I called her and she said, well, you want to put enough chili powder in it that it's red but not too red, and then you want to put enough vinegar in it that it's wet but not too wet. That was the instruction I got. So
And we figured it out.
make it red but not too red.
Everybody say good morning to Desi. Heather Hopper says Des is international hair. Trish says lemon is one of my favorite flavors.
Ooh, me too.
Bonnie Sandersfeld is in the house. Says
Hi, Bonnie.
howdy from Bonnie's Kitchen on Little Red River, Arkansas. I'm making cowgirl candy this morning.
Ooh, so what's the difference between cowboy candy and cowgirl candy?
I'm gonna venture a guess.
Okay,
I bet the cowgirl candy is the jalapenos.
you think so?
Yep.
Well, I mean, I make cowboy candy with jalapenos
Yeah.
too. Huh, do tell. And I heard Bonnie and I think of, my Bonnie lies over the ocean. I bet you've never heard that, right? My Bonnie lies over the sea.
Jovita says to avoid one breath, stay up all night. That's kind of like
Right.
avoiding a hangover. Stay drunk. Yeah.
Same thing. All right.
Everybody saying good morning to Bonnie.
Good morning, Bonnie. I love, love, love that people are here in our kitchen with us. I really love that people are in their kitchen while we are in
Yes.
our kitchen.
Trish says, oh heck, I just love any form of citrus. Cremdot says, Desi smelled the good cooking. Yes.
Yeah, we joke about that. There was a meme on Facebook that says natives, they get up when they smell the food, and so we were picking on Desi about it, and she's like, it's true. I smell the food.
Mm-hmm. Jovita says, yes, Rachel, it's out. Mexican measurements that throw me off. Man.
I know. So, so we have been talking about putting together a cookbook, but that's going to be, I project probably about a year in the making at least, because I need to go and proof all the recipes and get actual real measurements, and then, you know, that kind of stuff.
Vicky Hyde says, I like the video Desi did.
Yes, she did really good on that Desi takeover.
Yes. Deb says, hi, Bonnie Satterfield. I'm near Little River, Texarkana. Hi, neighbor. Emma Nanny's in the house. Says, good morning, Desi. Loved hearing y'all joke around.
Yes.
Bonnie says, add pineapple and brown sugar. Love the song. Jovita shared Bonnie's in the YouTube channel.
Yay! Everybody needs to go and check out Bonnie. We are going to go check out Bonnie as well. That's
Yes.
super exciting.
Bonnie, fine.
Okay, I'm going to set this aside as well. Well, this will also allow, because the stove is warm because the oven is on, so it'll allow those to rise a little bit if they're going to rise.
Neil says, make some Carolina Reaper cowboy candy.
She's trying to figure out.
Oh, here.
It's like she's double dutching. Go ahead and.
Here, I can let you through here.
Okay. She's over there standing going.
Ray Metcalf is in
No,
the
Dad.
house.
Good.
Good to see you, Ray. So Ray says, so happy y'all are back and better. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Hey, get over here.
Um,
Get over here. Come on.
Vicky Hyde said, I would buy the cookbook.
Yay!
Ovita says, Neil, that's some serious spice. Right?
I'm thinking if anything else, making the cookbook, yes, for sale, but also, you know, for our kids and grandkids, you know,
Yes.
to kind of be able to have something. to
Kim
pass on.
says, we will wait. Just let us know when the book is ready.
All right, that sounds good.
Hey. Quit smelling everything. Get over here. Get in there.
Oh,
Get in your bed.
poor puppy.
He's so abused.
He's so abused. Did you guys see him riding on that e-trike? He loves that e-trike. Well, let me say, he loved that e-trike. We had a little bit of an accident. He may or may not have gotten ran over by it. I don't know if he'll still love it.
Trish says, I would definitely buy the cookbook.
Yay.
Obita says, I need the cookbook, Rachel. Another Thanksgiving, just winging it.
That's, that's pretty much it.
Kim says, Shadow was so cute in the basket.
Oh my goodness, he cracks me up. So my granddaughters wanted a ride on it, so I had my oldest granddaughter in the back basket, and I had my youngest granddaughter in my lap, so I'm holding like this. Well, our e-trike, our oldest son, likes to hot rod things, so he just thinks that e-trike is the coolest thing. So anyway, the rear brakes don't work on it anymore. I think Rusty just needs to...
Need to get some olive oil and put in it.
Is it olive oil? Mineral oil.
Mineral oil.
And so, yeah. So I only have front brakes. So when I put Shadow in the basket, I use a net, the cargo net, and it holds him, like he can stand up, but it holds him in it when you hit bumps. Well, I had put it over there, but I left part of it open without the net. Well, he wiggled his way out of the net, and I was holding my granddaughter on this leg and the throttles on this side. So we're going, and he went, it all happened in slow motion. He said, bloop, falls out of it like slow motion. Well, we were going like 4 miles an hour because I had the grandbabies. So we weren't going that fast. So I couldn't let go of my granddaughter because she would have fell. So I let go of the throttle, but I have to reach over to hit the brakes. So when it all happened, he said, bloop, and by the time I got here, it was just kind of a, and he said, "Hey!" And I said, we ran over Shadow. And then he went to bed and he didn't get up for the rest of the day, but he's great. He's good. Nothing major. We haven't gotten back on the bike since, so we'll see. We'll see what he thinks. Oh, this isn't what I'm eating.
Kim says, we will wait, just okay. Definitely buy it. Camera says, sold. Kim says, Shadow was so cute in the basket. Camera says, yes, I saw it. Which says, Kim, I thought so too, and the way he always looked forward. Mrs. Job said, Shadow and the e-trike was cute, and his ear alertness was phenomenal.
Yes.
Bonnie says, my new favorite muffins is pecan pie muffins. Add 1 teaspoon rum extract. Oh my, very tasty.
So speaking of that, it's been 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, I made vanilla extract using spiced rum, and I still haven't used it. I want to make like a rum cake or something and try it out because I bet it is going to be amazing.
Neil says, poor Shadow.
I know, poor baby. I was so scared. I was like, we need to take him to the vet. What do we need to do? What if he has internal injuries? But
He's fine. He's a Mexican.
He's a Mexican, not a Mexican.
Tamara says, that sounds good too, Bonnie.
Like
Trish says, pecan pie muffins sound great. Bonnie, Hobie says, that sounds delicious with a lot of butter.
We're not gonna use that. I'm getting there, guys.
Neil says, rum cake.
Rum cake is so good. I love rum cake. I've never made rum cake. I have a friend that used to make rum cake at a bank I used to work at. Oh my goodness.
Carolyn Land is in the house. Says good morning.
Good morning.
Sheila Tubbs is in the house. Says hello, Rusty, Rachel, and Desi and Mama.
We're gonna go ninja. Ooh, my ninja's dirty. I've been sitting over
Hobie
there.
says Shadow is a Chihuahua and very resilient.
Yes, he is. I mean, he's kind of a baby about things. Like, I can't imagine why, but he will,
Bite her.
yeah. He loves me.
Get her ankle.
He loves me because I baby him. That's probably why, because he gets babied by mom and me. And
Bonnie says Shadow is the cutest. Trish says, I just had my first taste of pecan pie a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize what I was missing.
Yes, I love pecan pie. Honest, to be honest, I buy my pecan pies. I struggle making pecan pies so hard. They're either they don't set up or I struggle. Those and cinnamon rolls have not been able to figure them out to save my life. Okay, what are we doing? Unplug that. Plug this in. So what do we do with all this extra batter? Are we just going to mix it all together?
Ooh.
That'd be terrible. Yeah, that'd
Monster
be great.
cakes.
One of each.
One of each.
Swirl.
Yeah.
Okay, this is actually 20 ounces, so we're going to have to see what's up. I'm just going to use one of these single, what are they, pina colada cups? Oh, no, that's not. They're smoothie cups.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Smoothies.
I was thinking daiquiri,
Yeah. You know.
adult slushy.
Yeah. Oh, I should have, but I didn't.
Well, but you don't want to do that because you're not putting the whole thing in.
Right. Do I need my,
No, you're doing fantastic.
I was thinking my canning. Okay, so I may leave part of this anyway, so then that way there are some cherries in the muffins. I don't know if this is gonna work, you guys. I have no idea because
Oh, dang, you dripped.
we have not proofed this. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Trish says, I can come close to my granny's cinnamon rolls, but can't quite nail it.
Man, I have tried cinnamon rolls. I have tried I don't know.
Sheila says, I'm on the carnivore diet. I have lost a lot of weight.
Awesome, congratulations.
Congratulations.
So my good friend Michelle, she does the carnivore diet, and yeah, it's a pretty good deal. I have lost 12 pounds since the beginning of school, but I haven't been, like I drink a lot more water. I'm staying away from the pop. Yesterday was terrible. Okay, here's the thing. I work at a middle school. It was the day after Halloween. It was insane. So in the morning, I got a 44-ounce Diet Dr. Pepper because I knew I was going to need it. I got one for Michelle and one for Miss Chandra and oh no, for Miss Jerry, and we made it happen. So okay.
Mrs. Job says, laugh out loud, pina colada cup. Oh,
Yeah.
Rita says, what, Rachel, what is that?
Oh, this is cherry pie filling. So I should have got the sweetened with sweetener, but I did not. I got it sweetened with sucrose. But we're gonna try. I'm afraid if I just put this in the mix, it's not gonna be liquidy enough. So single serve. Oh, see, it's probably not gonna even be liquidy enough to do that.
You need to get them to go down.
I bet, yeah. I should have used I was going to use my immersion blender, but I don't like the design of that immersion blender because I feel like stuff gets trapped in the shaft of that, and then I'm like grossing myself out. Like, I don't know. Mama's so smart.
Kim says, me too, Sheila, but I'm struggling with weight loss, so slow.
You know what? Slow. I did the keto diet a few years ago. It's 5, 6 years ago, and I lost like 30 pounds in
Less than 60 days.
It was less than, yeah. It was like less than 60 days. I lost 30 pounds, and it was awesome. But I gained it all back plus some. So sometimes I wonder if the losing it slower, kind of.
Deb says, Shayla Tubbs, me too, down 30 pounds. Good luck.
That
Congratulations.
is awesome, you guys. I am so super proud of you guys.
Tamara says, love it, Rachel.
So hard coming into the holidays to stick to keto or carnivore, but it can be done. And There are so many things you can make the keto version of that is just phenomenal.
Well, my problem with the carnivore diet is I have to have the carbs.
Yeah, so
As a diabetic, you have to have carbs
some sort of
or
carb.
some sort.
Yeah.
Sheila says, I don't know exactly how much because I haven't weighed in a month.
Man, you have way more, what is that called? Self-control than me, because I like weigh every morning. And you know it's dumb to do that because you're like, oh, I'm down a pound. Oh, I'm up a pound. Oh, I'm down a pound. Well, it's all water weight and fluctuating.
Ovita says, gotcha, thanks.
Yes. So,
Tamara says, she needs to go on a diet. Trish says, my family sabotages me every time I try to lose weight.
I know, it's so hard.
Ovita says, I need to go on a diet. However, I'm just glad I haven't gained any weight that I'm aware of.
Good deal. It's not the right time to start a diet, that's for sure.
Is there ever a good time to start a diet?
I mean, I think there's a little tiny window between the end of January and the 1st of March, maybe? A little bitty tiny window?
I think there's a reason they call it diet. It's die-tea. You're dying.
Well,
Totally.
my family thinks they're dying when I stop cooking the way they're used to me cooking. Just look at him.
I didn't get this girlish figure by not eating.
What? Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Oh, I don't know why I watched that again.
I don't know.
Alright, butter this up.
Buddy of stuff.
That was a good YouTube channel too, way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
And I think she is actually like on the
She
Food
had
channel.
Food Network for a while.
Alright, so we found creamy almond cake mix. I had never seen this, but cherry almond. I'm so excited. So excited.
Tamara says holidays are coming really hard, especially when you're the cook.
Yes.
Vicky says, Rachel, I see a little girl here in Indianapolis that reminds me of you. I thought she was one of your family members.
Oh, could be. You never know.
Ovita says, Rusty, you're tall and have lots of leeway. Rachel and I are short.
That's right.
It stacks up.
It
Quick.
does. So what I had to start telling myself way back was, you know, the thing about a short person is 5 pounds. If you gain 5 pounds, it's very noticeable. But also, if you lose 5 pounds, it's very noticeable. I had to tell myself that, so then that way I could get through whatever it was I was getting through. Okay. So we're gonna try this.
Ooh, I think that's going to be very liquidy enough.
I think once we, you know, blended up those cherries. And I'm also going to go ahead, I'm going to mix this and then I'm going to add a little bit of the whole cherries in it. So then that way,
Put one on top.
one on top of each one. That'd be pretty.
Tamara says, oh, that sounds so yummy.
Oh,
Deb says, Jovita, I've seen you on South Texas Roots. You look fine.
that's it.
Yes.
I agree. Whew. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? Unplug.
Kim says, pink muffins.
Right. They're gonna, you know, novelty here. They may not look appetizing. We'll see. You know, it'd be good too. Cherry chocolate. That would be good. Or strawberry chocolate. Here we go.
Julie says, I lost 65 pounds, but then hot summer hit and construction stress and bleeding ulcers again and not elevating my legs. I have lymphedema bad and I gained 20 pounds back, but it's coming off again.
Oh man, it's so hard. There's so many factors and things that honestly take it one meal at a time.
Yep.
You know, sometimes that's easier said than done. But sometimes I'm just hangry and I'm gonna eat my hand if I don't get something Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna need way more than that. Oh, that smells good.
You think?
Yeah, well, maybe not.
That looks about the same consistency as a pumpkin, doesn't it?
Seems like it's a little thicker just because it's climbing my beaters. You know,
Yes. Beaters.
but maybe I'm gonna mix in a few of those full cherries.
Oh yeah.
See how it's climbing those?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. We're gonna put the whole recipe together. I'm gonna get some cherry chunks. Again, you guys, I have no idea if this is gonna work.
Janice McDonald says, "Ooh, cherry chocolate."
Cherry chocolate would be so good.
Jovita says, "My biggest downfall is sweet. I can't resist. It's like I am addicted."
Yeah, so cherry or sugar is addicting. 100%. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Vicky says, "I understand that, Rachel. I only stand 4 feet 10 inches."
Yes, I am 4 feet 11 inches and a half. And then my mom is 4'6" or 4'8". I can't ever remember. 4'6", 4'8",
They told me I was 4'6".
4'6".
I started out at 4'8". but
Yeah.
now-
You've lost some
Inches.
inches, yeah.
Trish says, "Our new house has stairs. I'm getting more exercise that way. That's
Oh,
awesome."
that is good.
Tamara says,
Oh,
"Well,
Trish, did you guys get moved?
yeah, did you guys go ahead and get moved to Texas?"
That's exciting.
Tamara says, "When we realize that all those seed oils are bad for us, tallow is healthier, natural. Make tallow great again." Seriously.
Yes. So there are a lot of things. My sister-in-law Lori, she is amazing. She makes she's actually a professional baker. So she has a business that she makes. I mean, she even makes wedding cakes. So she introduced us to chai seed pudding.
Oh, you guys.
It's so good. And so I like to make that and eat it for breakfast. I haven't done it in probably 2 or 3 weeks. This is going to be great because look, let me show you. Hold on. Let me show you.
Oh,
Sorry.
you got lucky.
It
Fell right on the edge and fell in.
Oh my goodness.
Jovita says, "Vicky, I am 5 foot and probably end up like 3 feet in a few years." Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you start to lose those inches as you get older. Okay, so look. By leaving some of that, look at the chunks of cherry. That's going to be so good, I think. And it smells good.
Jovita, or Heather Hopper says, "I'm a giant at 5'5".
High five. I work with a lady that is 6'3". It's like Mutt and Jeff when her and I stand together.
Trish says, "Unfortunately not to Texas. We did find a fixer-upper closer to my son's job."
Oh, well, good. That's good, though. Closer is better. And nothing wrong with the fixer-upper.
Nope. Jovita says, "Most Mexicans are short because there are so many of us that we all have to fit in one car."
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Deb says, "Sorry, gals, I'm 6 foot. My dad and brothers are 6'7".
Wow, that's so awesome. That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there's challenges on either side.
Yeah.
And there's benefits to either side. Being short or being tall.
Right.
I'm making these a little bit bigger.
And I'm average. I'm 5'10", 5'11", but I have a hard time finding jeans that fit
Well, and
because
that's,
I'm the average size. So everybody wears that size. But
Well-
then if you're extremely tall, you have a hard time because they're hard to find. If you're short,
well, and
they're
it's
hard to find.
also the difference in torso versus
legs.
leg length.
Yeah.
Okay, so question. Let's take a poll real fast. I'm asking you guys. I know that it takes a minute for it to get there. Look at that. Look, these have risen because they've been sitting over here on I think these are partially baked. So,
Oh no.
okay, so I know I said two ingredient
Muffins.
muffins. But do we want to sprinkle something on them? So we could do like these, the pumpkin, nothing major. I won't make a crumb. I won't do anything major, but we could, on the pumpkin ones, I could just put a little bit of sugar on top or brown sugar. And then on the apple ones, I could do some cinnamon sugar. And then on these, I have some slivered almonds that I could put on top. So what do you guys think? Should we do that and then bake them? You know, because that's not technically 2 ingredient. Or we could just bake them and see what happens.
Well, wait, this is Deb. Don't be sorry. You don't have to ask anyone to get something from a shelf.
Oh,
Denise?
Oh, we could do pumpkin pie spice on top of those.
Yeah.
But they already have a lot of spice.
Denise McDonald says, chai seed pudding is so good and so good for you. Super easy to make.
Yes, super easy.
Cindy Ellis is in the
Kind of
house.
like overnight oats.
Yes. Cindy says, I'm so happy to see y'all back on YouTube. I always enjoyed your videos and really missed your family.
Aw, thank you so much.
Trish Keene says, I've shrunk to 5'5". Byron Washpun is in the house. Says, hey, when are y'all going back to working on the house?
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully soon. There's been a lot going on. If you've been watching, there's been a lot of things changing around here. So, Evelyn says, my son is hard to dress. He is 6'3", but it's all in his torso.
I'm thinking, sorry.
That's okay.
That really is pretty.
Mm-hmm. Deb says, true, Jovita. I help others if they need it. We grow big in Texas.
So wait, do we have an answer on
Heather
topping?
says, put a topping. Kim says, go for it. Trish says, sprinkle away. Mrs. Job says, bake and see what happens.
Okay.
Beth says, toppings. Julie says, sprinkle, sprinkle.
So let's do 3 and 3. Let's
There
do
you go.
3 and 3 of each thing. So I've got some sliced almonds here. I've had these in the refrigerator for just a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and break them in my hand so that I can get kind of a...
Jay Granados is in the house.
So
Says, howdy, Rachel, Rusty, and Mama, and Desi. Sorry I'm late. We'll go back and rewatch. Sprinkle the top. Sounds good. Julia.
Hi, Julia.
Okay, let's see.
All right. So
Tamara says, we're with you, Rach. Whatever you decide. Denise says, sprinkle. Armida says, add. Armida Perez is in the house.
We're going to do a little bit of cinnamon on top of these.
Jovita says, sprinkles, pretty
And this
please.
is cinnamon sugar. Okay. And then this.
Beth has a point. She says, technically, it's not an ingredient because it's only on top.
That is very true. So I've got some homemade brown sugar here.
Jovita says, Deb, maybe the growth didn't make it down to South Texas. Laugh out loud. Because she said they grow tall in Texas. Jovita's 5 foot. Vicky says, I like being short because all my friends are tall, so when I need to hide, I can stand in the middle of my friends. There you go.
All right, so I've got some, I think I'm going to put a little bit of sugar with that, the almonds.
Jovita says, morning, Armida. Did y'all get rain in San Benito?
All
They're
right.
calling for rain here this weekend, and we are so ready.
Our oven is preheated to 350 because that's what the box says. I'm going to see if
That's
I can
what Rachel
fit
said to do.
all.
350. That's what she told me.
So I'm going to turn you guys. I can fit all 3 of my, I about grabbed that. Did y'all see that? All 3 of them right there. And we're gonna go for it. So, ADHD here. I didn't see how long to make it, but it's gonna be different anyway because they're a little bit. So cupcake says 13 to 18 minutes. I'm gonna leave it probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes because with it being a lot more dense.
We have 51 people in here.
So we got to sit around and chit chat for 25 minutes.
Oh, isn't that just terrible?
Yes. I am going to be cleaning up though, and I've got these. I'll be making more, more
More muffins.
muffins when those are done, because you know
Evelyn says, Jovita, it didn't make it to West Texas either. I'm 5'2". Miss Job says, y'all are taller than me. Laugh out loud. Quit bragging.
Quit bragging.
Jovita says, I'm telling you, well, not everything is big in Texas.
That's right. Most of the women are pretty short in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom, yeah. So Mama is a Texan. She was born in Texas.
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Yep, born and raised in Texas. I say I'm an Okie. I'm not really born. I wasn't born in Oklahoma, but I've lived most of my life in Oklahoma. But I was actually born in North Carolina. But Mom and Dad were
She's a
migrant
Tar
workers.
Heel.
So I think they were only there for maybe a week after I was born. I mean, you guys were there for a long time, but
Yeah.
I don't know how long y'all were there after I was born.
I think we stayed a couple of weeks to make the money
To be able to move on. So I don't know anything about North Carolina. And then Rusty was born and raised in Kansas. So, and Desi was born and raised right here in Oklahoma. She is an Okie baby.
Allie and Cody
Allie
are Okies.
Cody are Okies, born and raised in Oklahoma,
Amos was born in Nebraska.
but raised in Oklahoma.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we're all kind of a Mod Podge here.
Vicky says, I would love to taste Mama's cooking.
Oh my gosh, you
I'm telling you.
don't even know what you're missing. Like, Mom lives with us and we try real hard not to. I don't like Mom to have to feel like she has to cook for us. So, Mom doesn't cook a whole lot here. Unless she wants to. And if she wants to cook, she cooks. But man, when she cooks and we get Mom food, holy Hannah. It's like the heavens part. Yes, so good, so good.
We have 53 people in here and 43 thumbs up. Y'all, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I could almost put these in loaf pans. We'd have bread.
Where's cookies?
Oh, we could do cookies.
But the loaf pans would be good too. You got those.
Let's do some cookies. I like that. You're so smart. You're so smart.
Kim, thank you. Kim says, how's the grand boy doing?
Good.
He's doing good. Both of them are doing really, really well, growing like weeds, like they should.
Yes. Yes, we are going to pick up one of our grandsons
Oh.
today, and we have not been able to keep him overnight for a few months. Look, there's one for each of them. If you guys were worried about Desiree's poor little pea brain heart, there's one for each.
You, Mama, and
No,
me.
I don't. Applesauce
What is that noise?
Sounds like something.
Oh, it's a dozer. I bet.
Just all of a sudden I can hear it.
It's the aliens. They're coming. Not before the muffins.
Wait for the muffin.
Wait for the muffins.
Yep, it's Dozer.
Are they still gonna work on that?
All right.
E9 cat.
Man,
We're
that
bringing
thing's
out the
huge.
big boys.
Probably should butter
That's
this.
the big
Butter it.
one.
All right, what we got going on?
Right hit a rock bottom, that rock bed over there.
Oh, yeah.
Got that ripper on there, so pull them up.
Man, we are on a rock bed. Over here, I don't know if they are over there. Huh.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. You get down far enough. Vicky says my daughter's dad is from Texas.
Okay.
Julia says I was 5'5" and 3/4, have 5 siblings, shorter than me, and 7 taller. Shortest is 4'10", tallest is 6'4.5". Grandpa Arnold was 6'8".
Wow. That's crazy.
Jovita says Rachel's putting the eats on the table.
Man, we're all gonna have diabetic coma. 'Cause
Evelyn says, are they working on your road? No, they're not working on our road. They're digging a pond across the road from us. Trish says, Rachel's making me hungry as usual.
Woohoo! That's always a good sign.
Yes.
Who was it that said cookies? Great idea.
I don't know if it was Heather. Was that Heather or Mrs. Job? Wowzers. I gotta get something to drink.
Uh-oh. All right, so what do people want to see made that hasn't been made on this yet? Do we want to see more desserts? Do we want to see more breakfast? Rusty said maybe start on the live, take some of the stuff that I've made on the channel and make it on a live, and then that way it's live and you guys can ask questions. So that's a thought too, like some of the things. I think one of the more popular things that's getting watched right now is Burox, because we are coming into that time. The only thing is cooking live, it is a long live. So, I don't know. You know, I don't know how that would go. I mean, even these easy things are long. Okay, so I'm having thoughts on this, on these applesauce ones.
Heather says Mrs. Job. Miss Job says me for the cooking suggestion.
Yes, good deal. I'm excited.
Miss Job said food in general is good.
Yeah. So my thought on that applesauce, maybe we should have gotten apple pie filling because I feel like they are a lot thinner.
Dinner.
Yeah.
So maybe do it like we did the cherry pie filling.
Yeah.
So there's a thought.
Yeah, Jovita says, I want to do a bake along with you, Rachel, on a live.
Okay, yeah, we did that once before. We did the pumpkin rolls on a bake along. So maybe with the new, with the, what's it called? Holidays coming up, we can do a bake along.
Yeah. And some of the longer ones, like the Burox, maybe after the first of the year.
Yeah. So I need to think of some stuff.
Tamara says, love Burox.
Me too. I need
Trish
to make
says,
some.
we just like hanging out in your kitchen.
I haven't eaten one of those in a while.
In a long time. Are
It
we
doesn't
eating
matter
some?
what you're making.
Aw, you guys are awesome. I just love it that you guys like to come and hang out.
Evelyn says, I would love a lengua taco live.
Oh yeah, I could do that. I love lengua tacos. They are so good. Mama does not like them.
I've never really eaten.
You haven't tried it. It is like the most,
Think.
just thinking of it. Yeah, but you eat liver
I know.
and you eat menudo.
Yeah.
And menudo is like,
Yeah, that's
try.
Yeah, Julia says, anything. Jovita says, I think everyone really enjoys cooking alongside Rachel on a live because we can ask questions and get answers immediately.
Yes, I love that idea. I
Yes,
love
that
being
is
able to
awesome.
Do that.
Tamara says, save this to watch later so I can make these. Muffins are great to have around. Yes, and that's what I told Rachel too. It's really nice to have these because in the mornings when we get up, going to work, going to school, pull a couple out. You can either microwave them and have them right now, or I'll throw one in my lunchbox and then put it in the Dash 9000 or Windshield 9000 up there on the dash.
Okay,
Warm it up.
Space those out real good, but we may have cookies.
Mixed up cookies.
One big marble cookie. That's all right.
We can just cut them.
Yeah, we can.
Kim says, totally agree,
See,
Jovita.
where do I get the improvisation, huh?
Yeah.
Evelyn says, Mama, it tastes like a really rich roast.
Yes.
The lengua.
The lengua,
Oh.
and it's very, very tender. And we make ours in the pressure canner, and I think that's a really big difference from the way they used to make it. They used to make it boiling it,
Yeah.
and you've got these tongues just floating in the water, and it's just really cool. Right? That's what Rusty's mom talks about. She's like, I just can't imagine you just seeing these. So, but putting them in the pressure canner, and I like to make them with a whole lot of herbs and spices in the pressure canner. Including, and vegetables. So tomatoes and onions and peppers and oregano and cominos, cumin and garlic, and just throwing it all in there all together, almost like you would do a roast, but pressure can it. Put a little bit of vinegar just for that infusion. Then when you pull it out, peeling it is nothing. So when you boil it, you have to kind of peel it, but when you pressure can it, that coating on the outside just cooks everything on the inside, and then when you bring it out, it's literally like just a casing. You just take that off.
Yep.
We could have done without the sound effect. But you do. You just take that off and then you just shred it up and it's so amazing.
Vicky Hyde says, I'm the youngest of 8 and I'm the shortest.
Youngest of 8. I'm the
Julie-
youngest of 5.
Julie says, take that muffin mixture, drop on a cookie sheet, and turn it into whoopie pies.
Yeah.
And Ray says, we just like hanging with you all, as we always have done.
That is so awesome. We like hanging with you guys.
Tamara has a suggestion. She says, quick snacks for Dink. He has a big appetite, burns it off chewing it. Not fair.
Right? Right.
Jovita put up the link for Lengua Tacos.
Ooh, those are rising beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
City Ellis says,
Excited.
I fry apples the way my grandma did. A little butter, some apples, and those little red hot cinnamon candies.
Yes.
That's all the flavoring you need. All the grandkids love it. Yes, my mom used to make those too.
There's
We-
not very much.
There's not very much in here. Ooh.
No.
Oh, there's some. There's enough for those. I'll grab some more butter. We used to make that cinnamon, the red hot
Apples.
apple sauce.
Yep.
Like with the, what is that called? Groundhog supper.
Yep.
Oh, groundhog supper sounds good, and that's coming
That's
up
coming
in
up in
February.
February.
Yeah, we don't really eat groundhogs, guys, but
We might. Heather Hopper says
it's just
sound
called
effects.
groundhogs.
Yeah. Heather says sound effects make it sound more delicious. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Newsflash.
Okay.
Woohoo! It's thundering here in Enid, Oklahoma, northwest central. After Wednesday rain wash, I hope this one for the next 3 days is a bit slower. Definitely in flood watch since we were so dry. Glad to live on a hilltop.
Man.
Yes, we got anywhere, depending on where you were at around here. What was that? Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. We got anywhere from 2 to 4.5 inches. By Thursday afternoon, we already had dust.
Yeah.
The water didn't run down the ditches; it ran to the cracks.
Well, and like we said, we're on a rock bed,
Mm-hmm.
so
Well,
we
the
have
whole,
yeah.
the whole county, when we were checking roads, they were dust already in the
Isn't that
afternoon.
crazy?
So
It's been so dry. I need to go open my greenhouse.
So good.
Mhm.
Doesn't it smell good? There's all these different aromas because you've got the pumpkin bread, pumpkin spice, and then you've got that apple cinnamon. I'm really leery about that apple cinnamon, guys. I really now think that's Rusty's counting it. I'm really feeling like that should have been apple pie filling, but that's okay. And then
We'll know for next time.
I know, so we're proofing right here. And then the other one, the cherry almond, I'm really impressed with it. I think it's really pretty.
Yes.
Vicky says make ice cream sandwiches.
Oh, Vicky.
Jovita shared the holiday cooking playlist.
Thank you, Jovita.
Tamara says, I hear there are storms moving in today in Texas and Oklahoma, later tonight for us. Evelyn says, Cindy, my mama would slice them, put them in a pan with enough water to cover them, and a box of Red Hots.
Ooh, yes.
Trish says, my aunt made apple dumplings with Red Hots, so good.
Mm.
Jovita says, Tamara, we've had rain all Thursday and all Friday.
What are apple dumplings? Are they the ones that are encased in dough? What was that we had at that? We had
It was an apple dumpling.
it was an apple dumpling, and it was half of an apple, and it was encased in dough, and then it was covered with all this.
So deep fried and then covered with like caramel and
Oh God, it was wonderful. Yeah, is that what that is? Because we need to make that for Thanksgiving. Wouldn't that be cool? Everybody get their own apple dumpling, their own big.
big dessert. Julie
You
says,
guys.
I'll take beef or chicken, not likely tongue, more
Yeah.
for everyone else.
Well, and that's the only thing too with the tongue tacos. It's not very much meat. I mean, it is, but it's about the it's about the size of maybe a 2-pound roast or something.
Yes, Neil says, I drove a truck right across the runway at Vance Air Force Base. Terry says, we got close to an inch of rain over the last few days where we live, and on Wednesday we were under a tornado warning.
Yes.
So that was
warning.
exciting.
Yeah,
we were under a
on
tornado watch. Yep.
Yeah, we got everything ready that night. And of course, nothing happened. The thing that scares us the most is our cellar. The steps are pretty steep, and so
Well, it was built in the 40s.
right.
40s
So
or 50s, so we have steps.
so
We're
we
not-
know we've got to get Mama in there quickly. We threatened to put a slide in. We'll put a big inflatable at the end.
Does it have to have an air mattress at the end to slide across and then something on the wall to bounce
That's
off
what I
of?
was gonna say. You need some on the wall because otherwise she'd be like boink. One of us gets her down. One of us stands down there to catch her. That's what we'll do. We'll put the air mattress and then we'll catch her. And the other one, because it's pretty steep, she'd be like zoom.
Works for me. Grandbabies would love it.
I'll catch her with a big old costume that's big. That way she bounces off of me.
I don't think that's how those costumes work, baby.
Oh.
Desi said, I'll catch her. She'll see her coming. I'm sorry, Lisa. I thought I was going to catch you.
Povita says, Rachel, do you have a recipe for peach or apple cobbler?
Yes, I have a couple of them actually, and one of them is like a dump cake, but it is kind of like a cobbler, and that's really good. I used to make peach cobbler a lot whenever we had peach trees, which we're going to do that again soon. And then I also like crumb, like cherry crumb, like it's like a cobbler, but you put the crumble on it. Crumble,
Yeah.
Cherry crumble, peach crumble, apple crumble. I actually like those better than the
too.
cobblers because you don't have the dough, like it's not so doughy. But yeah, we can do that too.
Miss
That'd be
Job
good.
says the applesauce muffins will taste fine. Just notes for the apple pie filling for future. Apple dumplings is in dough.
Okay, so yes, I need to learn how to make this, which I bought some new cookbooks I'm really excited about. They're not new, they're used cookbooks because I like to find the old school cookbooks. So that's what I'm always looking for at yard sales. I'm looking for books for the grandbabies and cookbooks. But I did find a couple of cookbooks. One is a Pioneer cookbook, and I actually bought that at a secondhand store in Corpus Christi at a secondhand bookstore. I don't remember what it's called. It's really big, Jovita. It's in Corpus. But we've made 2 or 3 trips into that store because of the books. And then I got one at a yard sale.
Our Okie Homestead is in the house.
I also have some newspaper clippings that we had gotten out of a house that we had cleaned out of canning recipes from the 30s. Which I know a lot of that's not FDA approved anymore, but I really would like to kind of try some of that stuff just to see, even if I just use them as refrigerator canning, like refrigerator pickles or something that we'd use really fast so that we don't, kill the family with botulism, but
Cindy says the problem is when it rains too hard, it just runs right off. It doesn't have time to soak in. You are correct.
Yes.
But in this part of Oklahoma, we need the hard rains. Our ponds are completely dry. Yes, it smells
Y'all want
amazing.
a sneak peek? Okay, if you get motion sickness, super easy. Close your eyes. I'll tell you when you can open your eyes again. Okay, we're moving y'all this way.
Kim says, wee, mama.
Okay, y'all ready? Can you guys see that? They're looking so pretty.
Heather says we need to add a fire pole to
Aren't they pretty?
the cellar.
A fire pole, yes! Okay. We'll turn you guys back around.
Our Okie Homestead says Rachel's hair is looking good.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It is growing so fast. We are, let's see, June, July, August, September, October. So we're a little over 4 months hair growth. So it's doing great. It's growing back. We're kind of at that awkward phase right now because if I don't put any product in it, it just kind of goes whoop, and then it looks like I'm wearing a helmet. So.
Jovita said the clapping motion Rachel just did was an illustration how one would fall on your on your ASS. Whop! Oh.
That's too funny.
Julia says exactly, Cindy. Basically filled in the 3 to 4 inch yard cracks and flooded. Julie says apple and dough, sauce on top, ice cream on the side. Mom baked them. That would be awesome.
I need some of those in my life. We need to go back to that little cafe. It's the one over by, it's in Collinsville, isn't
Yep.
it? It's on that exit.
It's the apple barrel.
No, that's a chain.
Yeah, apple. It's something apple cafe maybe.
I don't know. It's good. That we just need to go in there for that. Like, I just want an apple dumpling piece.
Yes. Our
That'll never
Homestead says,
happen.
I'm so jealous of her sink.
Oh man, so this is actually our working sink that we are going to move into our working pantry eventually. But now I'm so, I don't know, I'm so in love with the sink. I like how deep it is. The only thing that's crummy about it is when you're washing dishes or when you're really processing, but we processed chickens and I could fit, what, 10, 12 hens in here, easy.
Yeah, easy.
You know, while we were like rinsing them off and doing the final quality control check before Michelle was vacuum sealing them in the water, or not vacuums, kind of vacuum.
Yeah, they were vacuum sealed.
Yeah,
Shrink wrap.
and shrink wrapped in the water. So yeah, I really like it. So I'm like, do I want to just get another one of these sinks for that side? But Rusty doesn't really like it. He doesn't like it at all. But he's not in it much.
Nope.
He doesn't mess with it much. So
Vicky said, my dad was a truck driver and we used his truck tire to slide downhill in the snow. Yes.
yes,
ROK Homestead said, we're getting a slow rain today. That's awesome.
nice.
Maureen Shaveri is in the house.
Hi, Maureen.
So happy to have you all back. Everybody's saying hello, hello,
We
hello.
only have like 3 minutes left. on
Trish
these.
says, I love the sink too. Tamara says, I love the stainless steel sink. And ROK Homestead says, good size for scrubbing big pots. Yes.
What are we at? We're at 86 minutes. We're almost an hour and a half, you guys. Our lives on this channel are always super long, but because we have to, I don't want to have too much prepared and then go, okay, this is what you do, and this is what you do, and this is what it looks like. I want you guys to be able to see the whole process. Sometimes it's a bit painful because y'all are like in my brain. Y'all get to see how my brain processes, but I like for you guys to see it start to end, including the baking. So then that way you're seeing, okay, this is exactly what it looked like when it came out. It's not pre-edited like, okay, we picked the best ones and then we put them back in there. And I want you guys to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So they are long lives, but it works out. Just put it in fast forward. Once, just save it for later, put it in fast forward, and you can watch us be like, and just kind of, yeah.
Cindy says they go to the junkyard and get a hood off no car to sled on.
Yep.
Heather says, jimmy up an elevator for Mama.
Oh. Like a,
Like them chairs they have at the, that you put it
Yeah, you
on
put it on the rail and it goes.
oh, I can think of them as gremlins.
I'm thinking we build a sled on wheels to go down, rails and then a sled type deal. Hook it to your truck.
Oh,
You back up, let her down, you just ease back, and then when you want to,
yeah, but you're in the middle of a storm.
Yeah,
and you're trying
but-
to think, I gotta let her easy, and it's gonna be like, zing! Oh, shoot! You got
The
thunder
storm's
and
gonna be
lightning,
over by the time I get
hail.
there again, you have to have the pad on the wall, just in case Rachel decides, too slow,
I'm scared!
let's get too slow. Mom rolls down, Rachel tumbles down.
You know,
when we get down there.
we get down there, close the door. What was I gonna say? Okay, here's a trivia, not a trivia question, but a good poll. Is Gremlins actually a Christmas movie or not?
Yeah.
You know, because some people say it's one of the best Christmas movies. Oh,
Oh, there we
there
go.
we go.
Carolyn Land says, all y'all need to blow some of that rain to the middle of Georgia. We haven't had any snow
Georgia?
rain since Hurricane Helene at the end of September. Obita says, keep going, y'all. We're good. Tamara says, we love your brain, girl. We are just so happy to see you all. I've got nothing else going on. Here
I'm gonna
for the
move y'all.
film. Vicky says, I did miss this. The good talk. We have the good laughs.
All right. So here we
Talk
go.
about everything.
I know.
Heather says, winch is on the list.
All right, we're gonna check these. Those look good. All that's on there is the cinnamon. Let's do this one. Let's
A little longer
a
on the
little
pumpkin.
longer on the pumpkin. I'm just mixing it, guys. Oh no, the cherries are done too. All right. So they do seem a little airy. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave the pumpkin in. Just a little. let me
Wait,
check
it says
one of the
those look
others.
amazing.
No, I think the pumpkins are okay.
Pumpkin always seems like it sticks a little bit anyway.
Yeah. So let's do. Oh, we have almond on the pumpkin. Just play. All right.
Turn.
I'm gonna turn you guys this way. All right. All right.
Ooh, those look good.
They do seem. Oh, I gotta put my cookies in. Oh.
Rocky Homestead says, I'm just sitting here doing my nails, so figured I would hop onto YouTube and yay, here y'all are.
Yay!
Tamara says, Butamus. Trish says, I'm really, really hungry now.
Oh man, me too.
Neil says, we're on our way to taste those muffins.
Come on. Okay, so look at that. Look, they're gonna come right out.
Carolyn Land says,
Look at
oh,
that.
those look so good.
Oh.
Yes.
They're gonna come right on out of now. This is with the topping. We're gonna try the ones with the topping. Okay. All right. Right on out. This is the apple cinnamon. And then cherry.
Tamara says, cherry almond cream, please, and thank you.
I think these actually probably need a little bit longer. Because see, they're not holding up. We're gonna try them. They'll cook longer here, sitting here too.
Yes.
Pardon?
Obita says, shoot, y'all, I'm at HEB and I'm hungry now. It's going to be at $500 now.
All right, yeah, the cherry almond definitely need a little bit longer. Look at the inside there. So I'm gonna pop those right back in the oven. They haven't had time to cool, so they're okay. I gotta turn my cookies. All right. Now let's check the. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Carolyn says, one of each, please.
Right?
Rosanna says, one of each. Vicky says, you guys make me laugh so hard that I had to run to the bathroom.
Okay, so with the applesauce also noted, it's very crumbly. Can you guys see that? How it's just kind of falling apart? But it is done on the inside. So the applesauce, got a little bit of dough there, is very crumbly. So I think if the pie filling, maybe the pie filling will be better.
Probably.
Julie
Okay.
says, another channel has a tall, long step in front of stove and extends past it, but also wide enough she won't fall off. She is short and cans 200 tomato products. She is
Wow.
full Italian.
Wow, that's awesome. What is the name of that channel? Look at that, the pumpkin is done. So,
Tamara says, looks good from here.
Here's the
Rosanna says,
question.
laughing at Carolyn.
do you want butter or no?
I want a little
Yeah, we'll try a little butter on them. Trish King says, I'll take an apple and a cherry, please.
Right?
Vicky says, okay, we're on our way.
Okay. There's 4 of us, so we're gonna cut them in 4s.
Neil says, I'm Italian. Kavita says, I want all of them.
All of them, please. Okay, so very crumbly.
But that's
With the
good.
apple.
Apple is almost always crumbly.
I think it's because that applesauce is so liquidy. Okay,
Right.
this is gonna be very doughy. Come on.
Lynn from Our Oaky Homestead says, I'm hungry now.
All right.
You're welcome.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. A little bit of butter.
Little dabble of you.
The cherry ones they take a little bit longer.
Rosanna says, me too, Neil. She's Italian. Vicky says, have our plates ready.
We're ready.
Julie says, I'll take a Diet Coke with my muffin.
Right?
Rosanna put a cupcake and a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Muffin and coffee.
Muffin and coffee.
Muffin but coffee.
Muffin? That would be a cute bakery name. Muffin but coffee. You know?
Yeah. Which we have 56 people in here with
All
56 thumbs up.
Okay, see, look at that, how it just falls. So, good, duly noted. I think we're gonna try making it with pie filling. Cause it's
Kim Campbell says, Shadow is ready.
Yeah, do you hear him running around? Okay. Oh, why am I gonna do that? Just eat off of this plate.
There you go.
I don't know.
Rovita says, laugh out loud, Kim. Yes, he is.
Desi probably won't come out because she's putting on her makeup. So
Putting on her face.
we'll just set this aside. Okay. Here it is, you guys. We'll taste it for you and then we'll tell you what we think. I did put butter on all of them.
What are we starting with?
Apple. Let's do apple. See what happens. The crumbly one. The light one. It's got a good bake on it.
That's good.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's butter pecan, but I think the butter pecan
The butter pecan
overpowers the
apple.
cinnamon. The
You
apple.
can I can taste the cinnamon, but yeah, the apple is gone. But it's still good. I
So
mean,
maybe a white or yellow cake mix with apple pie filling.
Yeah,
So we'll try that
probably white.
white cake. Because there's not a lot of cinnamon in that.
But that
I
being
do
said,
like the butter
if
pecan.
you use the apple pie filling, there's going to be more apple to it.
So maybe butter pecan with apple pie filling.
Mm-hmm.
She heard us eating. Here she come, boogity
The
boogity.
native side smelled it.
Mm-hmm. I hear forks hitting the plate. There's some for you to try. Okay. All right. So, takeaways on that. Apple pie filling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe a more neutral cake
Cake
mix.
mix, yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the pumpkin, which we've had the pumpkin before. But for the people, we're going to try it. So this is pumpkin spice. And I knew that one would come out because I've made it numerous times after my good friend Kathy told me about it.
Okay.
And these cook for like 25 minutes, right? 20
I think you
minutes?
said 20.
20 minutes?
Rovita says, y'all don't have to say anything. I know it's good. Tamara says, noted, apple pie filling.
Mm-hmm.
Neil says, Shadow says he wants a muffin to make his boo-boo feel better.
Right? Poor baby.
Julie Highstand says, bon appetit. Her name is Gina and a sweetheart, and I don't spell Italian, so it's bone. B-O-N-E.
Mm-hmm. Bone.
Cindy Ellis says, I picked up one of those little red pigs myself. I just thought they were adorable, and my kitchen is red. That's awesome.
I love that.
That one says, gonna let one of my secrets out of the bag. I'm in my pantry storage. I have 38 muffin mixes. Muffins are definitely on the menu today.
There you go.
Julia Jovita says, yes, Julia, I'm subscribed to her channel.
Okay, we're going to the cherry one. This is cherry almond. It does need a little bit longer. Oh, I need to check the ones that are in there to cook. But you know what else in that butter pecan? It may have been because I added butter too.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, the cherry
Mhm.
one.
Oh, you get the real flavors at the back of it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Like at the beginning, it's not much, and then you get that real vanilla almond flavor at the back. That is very good. I really like that. So you can buy almond flavored cake mix, and if you can't find it, you can buy almond extract,
Yes, I
put a
just
little
a
bit of
teaspoon
almond.
of almond extract in it.
which that makes it a 3-ingredient muffin, but still. I
Tim
think
says
that's my
not
favorite.
super sweet. No, none of them are super sweet.
No, this one is not, especially that.
That's
Cherry
really good.
almond.
That cherry.
And having the almond slivers on top kind of adds that crunch.
Evelyn says, good morning, Desi.
Good morning.
Julia says, cherry almond is my go-to.
So good. So good. I'm glad we found that
Neil
almond.
says, we're leaning towards the cherry almond.
Mm-hmm.
Rosanna says, Julie, try Gina's apple cake.
And that, leaving some of the cherries chunks in there,
Mm-hmm.
that's my favorite. And we've been making the pumpkin ones for years, so.
And see, I could do without the almond slivers.
Yeah, because you're not real big on almonds anyway. But I like it. I like the flavor.
I do too. The flavor is amazing.
The apple ones, I better check them. The apple ones, they're gonna be really good too, I think. I mean, these are kind of crumbly, but.
Tim Campbell says you might be able to use these mixes as pancakes.
Ooh, that's a good idea too. Pancakes. What's your favorite, Desi, of all of them?
This one.
The apple? You like the apple one?
I like the cherry one.
I did too. I really like that cherry one.
That was really
The
good.
pumpkin, I love pumpkin anyway,
I do
and
too.
that is a very traditional.
Katrina Hall is in the house. She says apple pie filling will give them moisture too.
And that's what we used in the
Cherry one.
cherry one. We used apple pie filling, and then
Cherry filling.
in the pumpkin one we used pumpkin, just regular pumpkin, pureed pumpkin. And in the apple one we used apple sauce, but I think the apple pie filling would be better.
Neil says, we'll take your almond slivers, Rusty. You can have them.
Okay, so I had this for 11 minutes for those cookies. And this is what they look like right now.
Those look amazing.
So I'm going to go ahead and leave them for a little bit longer. They're going to be like cake cookies, obviously. This would be really good, like cake pops too. Those cherry almond, they are going to take longer. So that's the thing too, with adding the pie filling, it's going to take longer. Even longer than the pumpkin.
Trish says, gonna shop for almond cake mix and cherry pie filling now. Katrina says, spice cake mix with apple pie filling is delicious.
Okay, so we did spice cake mix with pumpkin, pureed pumpkin, and it was really good, but I bet with the apples, it's good as well.
Julia says, she'll take my almond slivers.
And then we did talk about earlier, if you're just tuning in, the lemon and blueberry. So blueberry pie filling, or even strawberry. You have strawberry lemonade type muffins, strawberry pie filling, and lemon cake mix. But anyway, these are all great muffins you can make the night before. Then when everybody is getting up and they can all smell the food that you're cooking for the meal, you can be like, hey, there's muffins. You know, and they're so super easy to make, you know, just no fuss, that you can have several different varieties, and it's not expensive. The most expensive thing is your pie filling. It's like almost $5 a can anymore for pie filling, but if you have, if you can your own, that'll be good too. But yeah, peaches. You could probably incorporate peaches in
Mama
something.
Murphy's in the house. She
Hi,
says,
Mama
I'm here. Mrs. Job says, I saw that Rusty. Laugh, Alice.
He's eating off of my plate. I know.
Julie says, welcome back. You were missed. Katrina says, I make amazing blueberry lemonade muffins.
Blueberry lemonade. Yeah. So, I mean, I know to make some, probably with all the ingredients and stuff would be really good too. But for like a no fuss, blueberry pie filling, puree half the can, then mix it all in together so you have some blueberry chunks, or even add some blueberries frozen.
Mama Murphy
Paprika.
says, I'm going back and watching from the front.
All right.
Julia says, okay, y'all. Big lightning here, going to get off and get things unplugged.
Yes.
Excuse me. God's blessings, Julia. Stay safe,
Yes,
Julia.
stay safe. So that means it's headed our way, Julia.
Yeah, that means it's coming our way. Last night I told Rachel I get so irritated with this weather, man. They've been calling. They're calling for 4 to 8 inches of rain today.
It's the weather app. It's not.
Right, the weather app. 80% chance of rain at 10 o'clock last night. We got up this morning at 8. 0% chance of rain.
It's sacrilegious to talk bad
Yesterday.
about Travis Meyer, so it wasn't the weatherman.
Well, there's a lot of weather, man. But last night it was 0% chance of rain. This morning, get up, we're back at 80%. So,
All right,
rain
you
for
guys.
8 inches.
I'm not going to make you guys wait for the cookies because that wasn't what was on the thing. But thank you guys for being
Patty
here.
Price is in the house.
Hi, Patty.
Good morning. Thought I'd missed you guys.
Thank you so much for hanging out for a full 106 minutes. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. It was really fun to be back and to be able to make something and hang out with you guys in our kitchen.
Yes.
We always love that. We're hoping to be back next Saturday, unless something happens. But 10 o'clock seems to be like our good spot, 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. That gives us a chance to get up and get around. We're still scrambling. We're
That's just who we are.
procrastinators. Or if you're filling out a resume, we work well under pressure. So yeah, it's gonna be hopefully getting back in the swing of things. I don't know if we'll be going live on our other channel yet, but we're talking about it. We do really need to connect again. But we are posting videos on that other channel. We're not posting them as regular.
No, we're
As
not
we
as
were.
regular, and there will only be 1 or 2 a week, maybe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get back into it, but right now, this is where it's at.
Yes.
Anyway, love you guys. Thank you for being here. See you guys again next week, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And
Hey, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
yep, share with your friends. And until next time, you guys.
God bless everybody.
God bless.
See ya.
Peace.